What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King, aka first name Rage, last name is him. Back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, actually, if y'all please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rebel Rage TV. This is how we do Rage and Rebels. Crown up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Rage and Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe. And y'all, we got to talk about this in the MK community because it's been a huge topic of conversation over the past week or so, man. And I figured why not go ahead and make a video and give my opinion on the topic at hand. What is Rage King referring to? Allow Rage King to show you what's up. Yes, sir. As you see right here, ain't no optical illusion, ain't no black magic, ain't no Photoshop. This is the real deal, Holyfield, per Baylina. For those that know who she is, a Twitch streamer, content creator, fighting game competitor. Be sure to go check out on the streams if you feel the need to do so. She dropped a tweet not too long ago that reads, "So is NRS gonna announce Homelander to be banned at EVO, or are they gonna wait till the day before the tournament? Shake my head." And I'm gonna just be honest. Any other time, and hell, even now, I would agree with her. I would agree with her, and I don't do this very often, but I would agree with her because it makes sense. However, in this instance, for this reason, or for these reasons I'm about to state, I think they should let him be legal. I think they should let Homelander be legal, buggy and all. And let me explain why, because I know people are instantly going to hear that and say, well, Rage, what are you talking about? Again, I agree with Baylina was said. To a functioning brain, to anyone that has a functioning working brain, the right thing to do right now, if you can't hotfix him or you can't get him right, is to ban him from tournaments. That is the right thing to do. However, we are dealing with a company whose stupidity truly knows no bounds. Their incompetence and their ignorance and their laziness knows no bounds. Talking about NetherRealm Studios. The reasons why I think that Homelander should be legal at EVO, for one, is because it's going to expose NetherRealm for being the shitty developers that they have been for the past 5 years. All the backlash that they have taken, the word of mouth on this game is still bad. You understand what I'm saying? And when you put it on a grand stage, when the game is still performing this bad, and you put it on a grand stage for the world to see, there can be no more denial that immediate and multiple changes need to come to Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat 1. It needs to happen. Unfortunately, for the fans of Mortal Kombat and for the people that want to support NetherRealm Studios, but for some reason NetherRealm Studios wants to do everything to not get the support that they claim they want. This is a situation in Mortal Kombat and at NRS that's going to have to get a lot more worse before it gets any better. And that's just the reality of the situation. I know a lot of people are not going to want to hear that, but then again, this is a true telling channel. This is a true telling entertainment educational channel. This, I tell the truth, I give you entertainment, and I'm going to educate you a little bit if you stick around long enough or you have the brain capacity to comprehend what I'm telling you. This is a situation at NetherRealm Studios with Mortal Kombat 1 that is going to have to get worse before it gets any better. So having Homelander being allowed at EVO on a grand stage like that, and then he bugs the whole game out, he broken hitboxes, etc. All of that needs to be on display. All of that needs to be on display. It's not like NRS doesn't know that they fucked up. And that leads to my next point. The reason why they haven't announced anything right now is because they already know the word of mouth on their game is bad, and they have earned every bit of toxic language and toxic response that they have gotten. I believe they deserve more. Because you don't deserve the title of a AAA game with the franchise as loved and beloved as Mortal Kombat and then reduce it down to the trash that it is now and think that you're not going to hear it from people who have literally been playing this game their entire lives. I am one of them. Every installment of Mortal Kombat I have played. And I can honestly say the past 2 Mortal Kombats that have been brought out have been the absolute worst. It's not up for debate. It's not up for debate. If you one of them people that just came around at MK9, MKX, shut the fuck up. Nobody's talking to you. You ain't been here long enough to have a cup of coffee. Alright? If you were here before Mortal Kombat 9, then you're allowed to speak. In this situation, I say if Mortal Kombat 9 or Mortal Kombat X or Injustice series is where you started, you might want to shut the fuck up and sit down for this, because this don't concern you. You ain't been here long enough to even know what the fuck is going on. But if they go ahead, get to my original point, if they go ahead and ban Homelander, you know what they're just admitting? We dropped a DLC that we don't know how to get to work right. That further backs up the point of people like me, people like Fate, all the truth tellers that have been telling y'all that this game has been ass for the longest. This further reinforces the fact that what people like me and other truth tellers have been saying is absolutely correct. They can't do shit right. They can't get the character right. And what does that do? That further gives people more ammo to let them know how shit of a job that they have done, meaning NetherRealm Studios. And last but not least, the reason why I believe Homelander should be allowed at EVO is because it's going to expose, and in the words of MK Tom Brady, the toxic positive content creators who have been lying this entire time about the state of this game. You know, the same people that claim, oh, the game is fine, it's perfect, it's one of the greatest, if not the greatest ever, but don't want to travel to play the game because it's not worth their time. That don't make no goddamn sense to me. Never has, never will. I'm not going to apologize for that. It's going to further expose the people who, oh, you're just a hater. You're just a hater. Again, Rage King is not a hater. Rage King is not one of those people who just want to bash Mortal Kombat. Again, nothing would make me happier than to be a content creator that can truthfully get on here and tell you that Mortal Kombat is one of the greatest games to ever be created. But NetherRealm Studios has not allowed me to do that. Why? Because of pure incompetence, pure laziness, pure stupidity. I know incompetence and stupidity are the same thing. And just their overall arrogance into thinking, oh, we're one of the big three. We're going to sell regardless. It's all about sales, sales, sales. Well, guess what you're going to do? You're going to turn, if people get to seeing how broken Homelander is at the EVO level, one of the grandest, if not the grandest stage for competitive fighting games, that's also going to turn people away from buying that $60 expansion pack that you're going to sell people with maybe 5 or 6 chapters, no true changes to the gameplay or the meta, and characters that are probably going to be broken, buggy, and busted soon as they get released, if not unfinished. And the reason why I can say that with confidence, NetherRealm, is because I can look at your track record, I can look at your history, and your history has told me that y'all simply either don't give a shit or don't know what you're doing. Either way, it's not a good look. So to end the video, Baylina, any other time and even now, you are absolutely correct. They should ban Homelander. But for the reasons I just stated, and for the betterment of Mortal Kombat going forward, they need to allow him. They need to allow Homelander to be fully playable, because it'll expose the toxic positive content creators for the bullshit lies they've been feeding people. It'll expose the shit way that NetherRealm Studios has been making their games and treating their competitive players. And last but not least, and most important, it will expose people to the bullshit that people of Mortal Kombat and dealing with NRS have had to deal with for the past 5+ years. This is a time when NetherRealm Studios needs to be humbled. And the only way that happens is if they let their brokey, buggy, unfinished bullshit, their products, their characters, be put on full display in front of the whole world. That's the only way this gets fixed. Just simply not buying it because you don't like it is not going to fix anything. Because how are they going to know what to fix and what to change if we don't tell them? If we're telling them and they're still not doing it, then by all means, don't buy the shit. You're not listening. But if we're not gonna give them the opportunity to fix it by telling them what's wrong, then it's all for naught. Just simply not buying it is not going to help. When you have told them what they need to do and they still don't do it, then not buying will help. But again, this is a situation that has to get a lot worse before it'll get any better. And this is just the next step. Allowing Homelander to be playable at EVO is just the next step into getting NetherRealm Studios to make great Mortal Kombats again. I haven't seen one in a long time, and I just want to see it return. But that's just my opinion. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about this. As long as y'all are respectful and logical, we can have a conversation. But that's the end of my video. Hope y'all enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for you, and Rage King will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.